Hey, what's up world? Jeremy coming at you. Today I'm going to be making a video on how to change out the cotton. Today I have the Wismec RX Gen 3 with the Dead Rabbit in single coil mode. So right now the flavor's tasting pretty funky. I've been vaping on it for a little while and it's just kind of old at this point. So I'm changing the coil out, or not the coil, changing the cotton out, and I'm cleaning the coil so I can regain that crisp flavor. Today I'm actually using the Aqua Pure. It's one of my top favorite flavors. It's strawberry, apple, and watermelon. And I'm really digging this. I'm totally digging this flavor, and I'm losing the flavor after vaping on it for a while. So I'm going to make this video on how to change out the cotton without having to change the coil, clean the coil while the cotton is out, and then putting it back together and getting it done. So that's what I'm going to be doing. This is first video. So I'm trying to, create a new way for people to learn how to do stuff, So we'll see how it goes. Catch you down there. All right, welcome back. So today I'm going to be changing out the cotton and cleaning the coil on my Wismec RX Gen 3 and my Dead Rabbit. So what I like to do is especially when I'm sitting in the car, because I'm kind of moving around a lot, I like to get my box. My vape pouch came in, and I use the top of it as like a tray. So make sure it's off. Alright, take the cap off here. Now it is saturated with juice because I didn't vape at all. It was kind of tasting pretty funky, so I just don't want to vape all the way through all the rest of this juice, I just want to go ahead and clean it out so I get that fresh, crisp flavor back. Take a napkin. You know how juice gets. It's not bad juice. Just after a little while, it loses the crisp flavor, So, cotton's not really even that dirty, but there you go. Right now I got it in single coil mode. Don't recall the type of coil that is on here, but anyway. All right, so at this point, turn it back on. And just pulse it. Get that glowing. So I just glow it for a little bit, just pulse it so it gets hot, and it cleans up any other crap that was on there. Built up juice. At this point, take some Q-tips or something like that. No particular brand, but I like to use the ones that have more of a stiff kind of structure to it, I guess you could say. And I just go around and just clean it all out, clean all the excess juice. It's amazing how dirty these damn things get. It's like, man, it was pretty much, for the most part, it was a closed system, but it gets so much crap built up inside of there. Of course, you got to be careful not to fire it while you're doing this. I mean, just catch your Q-tip on fire. But all right, so it's fairly clean at this point. All right. It's time to re-wick. I picked up this wick on Amazon. It's just labeled atomizer wick. 100% organic cotton, unbleached, unboiled. Yeah, I picked this up on Amazon. It's a 8 by 10 inch bag. It's pretty full, you know, like it was a pretty good deal for what it is. You know, I saw cotton bacon and Japanese kendo cotton and all that, and it didn't really appeal to me, but I noticed a lot of people like using the unbleached organic, so that's what I decided I would use, and it's actually pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, there's no real particular way that I, you know, try to do. I mean, yeah, you got to roll up the cotton and everything, but I tend to, on this build, I tend to put a decent amount in there. I like it to be pretty snug. You know, I've noticed with when I put thinner cotton in there, let me get that mound out. When I put thinner cotton in there, it does its job, but it doesn't really do that well. And I noticed that it wicks a lot better whenever I put a good amount in there. So once you get it there, I usually notice that's a little too flimsy, so I just kind of fold it and then roll it. Yeah. Decent enough, I guess. Again, this is single coil mode, obviously. But, you know, I've done the dual coil builds, and I like them. But I've noticed with this single coil, I'm able to go at a lower wattage, lower wattage, and still performs pretty well. So, you know, I like it like this. I don't need it to be too hot or anything crazy. So I just go here, cut it a little bit below where it would wrap over. Do the same on this side. Decent little rule of thumb. And just go through. It's fairly fluffed out at this point, but I'll go through and just kind of tuck it in. And then I'll go through and just let the spring effect actually move it. I apologize about the noise in the background if it's noisy. I'm outside doing this and somebody's running a shop vac or something, so I apologize if that's a little unbearable, but not that annoying to me. I guess I'm kind of used to that. Particular sound of cleaning and working. A lot of people aren't really used to the sound of working, but I am. But anyway, yeah, I'm using these little ceramic tipped tweezers. They're alright. These were actually, when I first got them, they weren't really lining up very well, so I had to actually loosen those screws and adjust it. Anyway, so there we go. We got that situated. Now, one of my juices right now, I'm kind of picky when it comes to juice. You know, I don't really like the creamy flavors or the dessert flavors. They just don't really do it for me. So I picked up Aqua. This company called Aqua, and my favorite happens to be Pure 3 mil. Tastes really good. It's a mix of strawberry apple and watermelon. Yeah, strawberry apple and watermelon. But I dig it, man. It's a really crisp fruit flavor, and it's tastes pretty clean. I know it. Anybody who's been vaping for a while knows that taste. You know, it might sound weird to describe a clean taste, but it does. It tastes clean. It tastes really good. Hence the name Pure, I imagine. So then I go through and I just put some juice on here and just kind of lightly pulse it. Get it to soak up. See how it soaks that up right there? Put a little more on there. A lot of different people have different methods of doing this, obviously. This is just what works best for me. There we go. Alright, so now I just took it all apart, so I haven't had a chance to really clean all this out. Working with that Dead Rabbit, man. I'm digging this. I am so digging this RDA. It's really nice. I just go through and just kind of, you know, clean it out. I don't want any of the remnants of that juice flavor that I didn't like. I don't want it to stick around. So yeah, I know it. This one, you know, it comes with the has its own single coil mode. You know, with the airflow. You know, they got these slanted airflow slots. I don't use the single coil option for it. I like airflow. I like the airflow. It's I like it open. I like it wide open. It's flows nicely. You know, however you have it. And plus I like how, you know, the coil's centered in the middle, obviously, but I like the air coming in. I like it coming in from both sides, you know. There we go, it's better. I like it coming in from both sides, going up under the coil, hitting it, wrapping around and coming out. So that's what I like. Again, it's, you know, it's preference, personal preference. So I just I put the cap on. So I just put the cap, I line it up to where the coil is centered as far as airflow coming in, you know, fairly centered. I put the cap on, I line it up, and I like it to be, there we go, sorry about that, sorry about the views, I'm not a videographer, so just put it in there, snap it down in place, and I just leave it wide open, guys. You know, leave it wide open, let it do its thing, and this works for me. So actually, backtrack just a tad. So now we got that in there. It's lined up again. So I almost forgot the most crucial part of changing out the cotton. Soak that bad boy up. Now this cotton, it's I don't know, a lot of people say that cotton has well, cotton flavor and tastes weird, but this is actually doesn't have any funky taste to it. It's clean, organic, obviously. So, excuse me. There we go. There you go. And right now it's only at, I don't know if you can see that, 40.9. Yeah, 40.9 watts. That's all I really need on this thing. I'll probably drop it down to like 35. You know, I know here people like to say more is best. You know, it's got to have it powerful, you know. And some people ask, well, you got a 3 battery mod, why are you only doing 35 watts? Well, it works for me, you know. It's my preference. And I like it, and it works. It still gives really good flavor, really good vapor production, and yeah, at the end of the day, that's what matters. All right, here we go. Got it juiced up, got it ready to go. So now we'll vape on it, and we'll take it from there. All right, so got the cotton changed out, and well, ready to go now. Yeah, I'm totally digging the flavor. Man, Aqua, it's this company. They put out really good flavors, man. I'm totally digging that. Pure. And one of the other flavors they have is called Mist. And I picked up the other day, I picked up Mist Ice. I'm not really a big fan of menthol, but to be honest, this isn't really that bad of a menthol flavor. It has that, not necessarily subtle hints of menthol, but it's not overpowering, it's not overbearing, you know. So you know, I dig it. It works, and the flavor. I mean, the mist happens to be. Well, it doesn't say it on the bottle, but I think it's. Don't quote me. Just check it out for yourselves. But yeah. So right now I'm on the Pure, on my Dead Rabbit, and my Wismec RX Gen 3. Vaping her at 40.9 watts. That's really all I need. I mean, the vapor production, you can see what it's doing. I mean, 40.9 watts isn't anything to most people, but I mean, damn. That's good vapor production for such a low wattage. So yeah, that was my instructional video, my opening instructional video on how to re-wick single coil Dead Rabbit. Just, yeah. So this is my attempt at doing not necessarily reviews, kind of instructional how-to videos. In my debut, first one that I've done. So bear with me. I appreciate you checking it out. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. You know, I plan on doing more content. You know, different how-tos. Basically, people put out a lot of how-to videos, how to do this, how to do that, and you know, they give their opinions on it, which is good. Don't get me wrong. Everybody has their own method of doing things, their own way of doing it, and it works. And a lot of people can watch someone's video and say, oh man, cool, I like the way you did that. That taught me how to do this. But one thing I've noticed, because I watch multiple videos, I watch a lot of videos from a lot of different people, and everybody has their own style. And it works for them, and it works for a lot of other people. One thing I've noticed by watching so many different videos is you kind of have to find your niche, so to speak, where you fit in, what works best for you, and different people's opinions and different people's methods. You know, you can get something from this video, something from that video, and incorporate it to how you do yours. And it just matters what works best for you. But I've noticed that other people's opinions kind of help sway my direction to a different way of doing it. And so a piece from here, a piece from there, and then I make my own way of doing it, and it works. And different people's perceptions, or point of views rather, they help me. So I'm trying to give another point of view to other people and see how they like, more efficient.